My name's Brian Samaniego. I'm a husband to my wife, Julie Samaniego, and a father to our three wonderful children. Krew, our middle child, is the one with low syndrome, and he is our little miracle child, our precious gift that God gave us. When Krew was born, he had a pretty traumatic birth, and once he came out, he wasn't breathing, and the NICU team was called in. The thing we noticed was his eyes. They would flutter and shake, and almost like they call it an unnatural gaze and nystagmus. And we took him for his checkups, and we had brought it up with the doctors, and they said, oh, he's probably just trying to focus, and we'll keep an eye on him. And so as time went on, we noticed it more and more. And going off of our first child with Bodhi, he would look at us and he would, smile even at a young age. And we weren't seeing any of that with Krew. We weren't seeing that progress. So we went from our pediatrician to Chalk, and she explained to us that he definitely had cataracts in both eyes, and there's a strong chance he had glaucoma as well. From there, Chalk wasn't specialized enough in that field, and we ended up going to CHLA and UCLA. And then his eye doctor explained to us that, with his low muscle tone, and we should look at genetics testing as well, because babies aren't just born with cataracts and glaucoma. And that's when we found out Krew was born with a very rare genetic disorder called low syndrome. When we first found out, we were devastated just because there was so much unknown. And you start thinking about the unknowns, and your mind can be a powerful thing, both good and bad. And we started going down this path. We didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't know how are we going to take care of and support this child. One of the biggest challenges for me is being the father and the caretaker and the rock of the family. There were days when you just want to go in a corner, crawl up and go hide in a closet or something, and just hope when you come out everything's gone, but it's not. It's real, and you have to deal with it. Being the dad and carrying that weight on the shoulder, being the protector, being the provider, it always feels like that weight is so much more, and that you can't show the emotion sometimes. But Julie has taught me that it's okay. It's okay to have those bad days. It's hard on our oldest son too, because he understands, he knows that Krew's different than all the other kids, but he's still young. He's only 6. He doesn't quite really understand why. I think it's made him a better person too, because he sees the struggles that we go through, and also he's there for the wins that we have. When they told us that Krew might not walk, and he started walking without his walker, and Bodhi was there to cheer him on and help him and hold his hand. The days are hard, but the wins and the little victories that you get are so special. Once we got established here at Beyond Blindness, we didn't know what to expect. But we came in, we met with the team, and the stress and the fear turned to calmness and hope. Once we started getting that routine down and seeing the progress, he taught us and gave us hope. He showed us that the barriers were only there to be broken. He was such a fighter. And there were days that he would struggle and were hard, but then there were just so many more days of triumph where he just persevered and wouldn't give up, and just showed us that we couldn't give up on him. Beyond Blindness isn't just providing services to children. They're not just helping kids be the best that they can be. They're also helping the parents at the same time in a unparalleled manner. They've given us hope and all families hope.